Hi students, I am Sibichan Chesi, known as Sibi Sir. I am an English teacher and I had been teaching English for the last 24 years in one of the prestigious schools of Uttar Pradesh affiliated to CBSE board. Presently I am staying in Karnataka and I am working as the HM of Bishop Polycarpus Public School, Udane, and I am teaching English there. Since it is a Canada board school, I thought of helping out the students of Canada board through a virtual English class, as the technology has made it available for us. I am trying to exploit a bit in this. Today I will be taking one of the poems. I am going to explain the poem. The title of the poem is I Am the Land, written by Marina de Bellagende. It is a Brazilian Portuguese word, therefore the pronunciation may not be absolutely right. So, it is a poem personified. Personified here means the personification is a poetic device, it's a poetic device commonly used by the poets to make the poem more attractive. Personification is when the poet uses the non-living objects to become living object in characteristic is called personification. Here the poet has personified the land as a human being with all the qualities and characteristics of the human being. He can speak, he can understand, he can reply, he can retaliate, he can express joy, etc. So therefore here the poem is a personified poem, and the speaker in this poem is not the poet. It is the land itself. In this poem, the land makes a strong assertion, a statement against the human beings, because in different ways the human beings exploits the land. He exploits the land as a builder. He exploits the land as a consumer. He exploits the land as a warmonger. Warmonger here stands for the person who is more interested in war activities. Here, the poet says the land is a patient mother-like, because the land watches everything, watches the atrocities of the man on her, but it doesn't react, but doesn't retaliate. Rather, it politely, very patiently waits for the changes in man, because the land is a hopeful person like. It hopes that in future man will change. In future there will be a good change in man's attitude, and the earth will be better understood by the human beings. But this is positively asserted by little activities of a sensitive human beings on the land. As a farmer, when he plows the land, sows the seeds, the seeds generates life. The trees grow up, it brings a lot of fruits, it brings harvest, and there is whole happiness everywhere. Children enjoy dancing. The farmer seeing the bumper crop that he has farmed out from the land feels to sing, and the land becomes very happy to feels that the man has really begun to change. But the happiness of the land do not stand for a long time. As she watches again, the selfish attitude of man getting engaged in war against the neighbor, and man tries to put fences around his land to protect and claim the ownership of it. The land still does not retaliate in anger or in a hurry. It again thinks, hopes for a better change in human being. But when man do not stop to understand his position on the land, understand that he is only one among the organism living on the land becomes assertive. It rather commands the man, don't put fence around me. I know what I have to do. If you put a fence around, fence here means a barbed line or a bamboo sticks line created to demarcate the area as one's own property. The land does not want to have the property of a single human being or a selfish man. The land expects her to be the darling of every life on this land. Every organism has a right to hold ownership on the land. The land wants to be a mother with a vast heart to inculcate the sensitivities of everything on the earth. So therefore, in the last stanza, we will see that after having waited for a long time, the land becomes assertive and says, you cannot put a fence around the planet. The planet belongs to everybody else. No particular person can have ownership to that. Therefore, it says, don't put a fence around the planet. I am the land. I wait. So this is the little introduction. So we are going to the poem in vast way, line by line. Therefore, I request the students to open your textbook and follow the line as I read out. There may be words that you do not know. I will be explaining it, okay? So without wasting time, I will be entering into the task of explanation of the poem. Here, the land makes an assertion or a statement, strong statement by saying, I am the land. As every person tells you, I am so and so. So I assert. So therefore it says, I am the land, I am a person. I wait. But my quality is not like you all human beings, the persons. My quality is, I am very patient and I very patiently wait. You say you own me. The land makes a mockery on the man's foolishness in understanding his own place on the earth. The earth says, you say man claims that he is the owner of this land. And the land say, I don't reply to it. I don't react to it. I don't retaliate. And I wait. I know one day you will understand you are only a part of the organism created by God to live on this land, not the owner. You shout, I lie patient. You shout at me. Sometimes you shout like master, thinking the land is a slave. It can be also connected to the pollution created on the land. Lot of noise pollution all around. You shout, I lie patient. I do not react in a hurry to irritate you. Very patiently I lie. I lie patient. You buy me. You see? The greed of man makes a man so selfish that when he earns little money, he thinks he is the master creation of God to utilize everything, and even he can purchase the land. And with the source of his money, his income, you buy me, I wait. Because the land knows nobody can buy me, because land is the owner of itself. Man is only as an organism on this land. You buy me, I wait, because I don't want to disappoint you. I know the happiness you get out of buying me with your power of money, you will be desperate if I react. I wait with the muddy halls. Your muddy halls stand clearly for the big holes on the land. The carelessness of man in taking care of the land. With muddy halls and car lot eyes, I stare. Here the poet says, sometime with open eyes, like the focus light of the car, I wait. It's an extraordinary tools of perception, as if the earth was stirring with the lights of the car parked on it. It knows that atrocity is going on me, but what can I do? Helplessness. If the mother wants, if the earth wants, it can pull back its support of man. Man will be doomed. Therefore it says, I am mangled, torn into pieces, and there are big muddy holes. It's a virtual holes on the land that's created. And I stare, look intently with the helplessness. What are you doing? Why are you so thankless towards me? Don't you have any gratitude for me? Do you understand what can I do for you? What can I do against you, etc. Then someone, when the earth feels depressed by the atrocities, cruelties, exploitations of the man, the earth is relieved by the little activity of a sensitive man. Who is that sensitive man? It's the farmer. When the farmer tickles, tickle stands for plow. When he plows the land, though it creates pain for the land, but land feels happy because cultivation brings a source of life to thousands. Then someone tickles. When I am depressed, I feel things are changing because a farmer comes and he plows on me. He makes the ground prepared for a good cultivation. Then the tickling begins, and from there life begins. Seeds are planted, trees are grown, the trees grow up, grass comes around, then the trees becomes fruitful, the cultivation becomes fruitful and children comes out with joy of the bumper crop in the form of dance. And someone sings even, you see, when life is good and happy everywhere, you will see happiness reflecting all around in the form of dance, song, etc. So this gives a optimistic idea to the land to think that the man is changing. The man is changing for better change. Therefore, the land becomes once again cool and feels that this man is going to be a very good set of people, not the old cruel human beings, the builders, the urbanites, the consumer, etc. But the happiness of the land do not last for long. It's a temporary, transient joy that the earth had as it sees the other side. There are human beings getting themselves preparing to fight a war against the other human beings. The earth sees the man preparing fences to separate his land from others. The earth sees the countries preparing with the great quantity of arms and ammunitions to separate it from the other countries, and that comes through war. War is not a productive activity for anyone. It destroys the winner as well as the loser. So therefore, the land says when she starts to feel happiness about the change of man, again the scrupulous man forgets the benefit that he extracts from the earth. He becomes thankless. Ingratitude is reflected everywhere. You come with the guns, then you come when you are become rich because of the product you had. The farming was wonderful, the cultivation was very good, the crop was bumper, you collected a lot of money and you become arrogant. You become selfish and you come with the guns. Now you say, I have to protect my land. And through words it doesn't happen. I have to have guns. I have to have deadly weapons with me to fight against my enemy to protect my land. You come with guns, a chain link necklace, and that creates the beginning of the preparation of a long chain to protect your area. That means the earth feels that she is in chain. Man creates separation from one another through creating fences around. And this fences around the land is expressed as the chain link. Chain is like one chain is linked by another hook and it becomes a big chain. You come with guns, a chain link necklace, and man creates what? Not a golden necklace of roses or marigold. It is it's a necklace of chain in the form of barbed wires, in the form of fences around. Chokes me now. Now I feel suffocation. Choking means suffocation. Suffocation means breathlessness. It feels I cannot breathe because the man has put all around me the chain and even my neck is choked. I cannot breathe. because the earth does not have the habit to be bound by something else. It is a free object to enjoy the nature without any suppression, without any force. I wait, but again I think this is only for some time. Man will learn his place on the earth and the importance of the earth, and he will change. Therefore, the earth says, I do not react. I patiently wait. I wait that man will change. I am hopeful that man will become good. He will change for a better, but situation becomes bad towards. Man becomes selfish. Man becomes cruel. Therefore, here the Lord makes a strong assertion. It's rather a command, like a big statement, and says, hey man, who are you to put a fence around me? Who gave you the right to put a fence around me? You cannot put a fence around the planet because Earth is a planet. And that belongs to every organism that survives on it. God created the land to be very fertile and fruitful so that all the organism that has got life and life can survive without any discrimination. The ecosystem is meant for everything else, and all the human beings and animals and living beings and non-living beings, everything has got its own right. Therefore, land belongs to none, and everyone belongs to the land. You cannot put a fence around the planet Earth. He says, hey, stop your work. Don't make me to come to my strength. Don't do this nonsense. Don't make a fence around the planet. I am the land, I wait. And with this assertion, with this statement, strong statement, makes almost like a command, like it projects as a ruler, as a king, and tells, don't do this, I can't change you. But finally, the land says, but I can only speak, I cannot act, because everything on the earth is mine. I am nurturing it. I am taking care of it. I am giving them life. So therefore that says, I am the land. It's the quality of the land. I have learned to be very, very patient. I have learned to become so humble and polite. I am the land. I wait. And this is the poem. Waiting for what? Waiting for a change in man. It's like a mother, plays all the role. Sometimes he's like a mother, he's like a friend, he's like a sister, he's like a doctor, he's like a teacher, and also he is like a ruler. Tells, hey, I can change you, okay? I am the land and I wait. So dear students, I have explained the poem. Hope you have understood.